Okay, I'm just saying our stuff is taken. Your conversation has ended, correct? My conversation has ended. I'm gonna call it the same time. However much longer it takes from now on, you guys.
If anything has been established in this campaign, it's that time is relative, and we take as long as we fucking want. So like, I have a question.
Yes.
That is too telling to say out loud, so I'm going to send you a text.
Okay, send that.
Because I am considering a power move.
I'm gonna slam down. I'm just a hold position, right?
Yeah, you've been ordered to hold position until reinforcements arrive.
So the logistics of that is, am I breaking laws by just basically going away by 5 minutes?
No.
Okay, cool.
Position would pretty much be just like the mountain.
Alright, I'm going to put down 2 Gladio. You guys are responsible for setting up camp here, where our goal is to be operating a FOB in the next, say, at most 2 days, please. If you're hustling, maybe 1, but at the very least...
Wait, sorry, who are you calling?
3.
Yeah,
I'm talking by...
You know what I mean.
2 Gladio. This is like, I want someplace set up.
Yeah, no, they have just... I'll wait, Judge.
Alright, cool. We, Bulldog Court, are going to be heading down the mountain to make some fun martial law. And...
Okay, so how many people are you taking down with you?
I am taking...
Everybody but 2 Ducatus?
I'm leaving Zealous.
And
then I'm leaving 2 Ducatus with 2
and
Gladio.
Zealous.
And I'm leaving Zealous with...
So you're taking all the rest of your knights? Alright.
I'm leaving... How many knights do I have? 6?
You have 12 total.
12?
Yeah.
I'm leaving 4.
Okay.
But who's on first?
We understand this. Alright. At the bottom of the mountain.
I understand it. I just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
So y'all get down here.
So, to answer your question, you can do that. Alright!
So, yeah, we have about 8 knights moving at 60 miles an hour towards...
So, yeah, you're being approached.
Before I started, I wanted to make sure Pike was looking out.
There are so many.
Yeah.
There are so many. You don't have to single them out.
Okay, cool. Basically, like, Pike, just keep looking. I point them at the direction as to where the signal was coming from. Continue checking in back and forth from the curtain. Keep doing that and keep me updated. Come back to keep me updated and stuff like that.
So you're being approached.
Being approached? Regalia's just like leaning against the mouth of the cave. Like, God, I'd kill for a smoke right now.
You smoke?
Yeah. No, I do.
What do you smoke?
Cigarettes?
Urine.
Roll for
You
cigarettes.
smoke urine.
You are my new favorite. Thank you so
He
much.
was always my
You see,
favorite.
that makes him legitimately happy for a second. And then Amira immediately, like, reaches over and just takes the pack from urine and just, like, stuffs it away. Hey!
God, she accidentally sets her organs on fire and dies.
No, like no. You see, like she takes it and, like, puts it in a bag and, like, ties it up.
Yeah, so you show up and you see Regalia smoking.
How tall are we on a horse?
You're like with your added height, you're like a solid 10 feet in the air.
10 fucking feet. So I'm basically
at your head height. Yeah.
Head height. I'm just. So I'm literally just.
All right, so she hailed you.
Yeah.
I have my fingers folded and I'm currently looking at you. You guys have 10 seconds as to explain to me as to why your Imperial signature has currently disappeared beyond an invisible... There are shenanigans amiss, and you guys have 10 seconds to convince me not to put you under martial arrest.
Wait, you're back down.
Coyote, who has fucking, of course, hung on to Joris's steed, as he's wont to do, just sort of dismounts.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah, you see him. I can posit some personal opinion.
That's perfectly fine.
I like him. Man, they charged right up with us.
That speaks to their character, however, I'm unsure as to their intentions.
Cool, well I can make
that
I can make that pretty easy for you, but I'm gonna need some conditions. Which is I need to talk to you alone, helmet off.
I got that.
Alright. The question of character versus intentions is just the fact of, yes, they like battle, but do they do more than that? That's why.
You see him, like, legitimately confused for a second, like...
She looks at him and is like,
What does that matter?
It's fine. Look,
Joris like sort of like kick him like on the horse.
Thank you for the feedback, Coyote. I'll keep that in mind. Quite actually. All right, conditions. All right.
You see, Coyote.
I'm going to unbuckle my flame lance here, and then I am going to undo my helmet here.
What does he
Okay,
look
cool.
like?
Can I still?
What does he look like?
Bob Parr.
Yes,
Who is
I don't
Bob
know who
Parr?
that is.
Mr. Incredible.
He is Mr. Incredible, except he looks like
Skinny?
not as cartoonish, and he has kind of like some of his little frown lines.
Oh god, I hate how when you said nice cartoon, immediately the image in my head is like
Uncanny
this
Mr. Incredible.
Yeah, hyper.
Oh god. And it's just,
Fucking big
he's
bug
just like,
eyes.
Does he just look like Paul Blart? Blart?
like
No.
big 5 o'clock shadow, but he does have that chiseled chin. He's
handsome Paul Blart?
he does not have all that extra
I
fat
want
lines.
you to say it. He's handsome Paul Blart.
You're gay.
I hate the fact that I could hear you were using the wrong "your."
You're
You're gay.
I was using you are.
Yeah, I know you were. I know.
Yeah, so
Anyway.
Regalia is just like, I mean, like she's waiting for you to.
Do you have any cool tattoos?
Tattoos.
Do you have any like
On the face?
Do you have like regional like what is it like?
I have a
Per group.
I have a scholarly / wildlife depiction of like just. It is like it's a little corny, except it's kind of cool if you look at it. You understand?
What is it?
So it's like imagine like an atlas all mixed with like indigenous like wildlife, but like you take
What?
like some of your like native things and it goes
Perfect.
down from the ear.
I know exactly what you're talking
he has,
about.
like, he has, like,
So
a
you'll
ear-
see-
wait,
you'll
what are
see-
we talking
Tattoo.
about?
You'll see like say like a native species of lizard to
Right,
the
right,
dunes.
right, right,
So
right.
you'll see like dunes and then a lizard and then it goes into tropical.
Perfect. Love it.
all that,
Perfect.
yeah.
That's a very infantry thing to have.
Yeah. It's just this is all the places I've traveled.
Yeah. So you dismount?
Dismount? No. Helmet?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're just sort of holding helmet there. This soldier who has been referred to as Coyote just sort of wanders out. He takes just like undoes like a shirt pocket, like takes out his own cigarette and just like holds it out.
Does Coyote
Towards
have
yours.
his helmet off?
Oh yeah, he actually has never
He
been
was the
wearing
one who
it.
didn't have
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, she'll share the light there.
Huge.
Damn, Camary.
You know, like you see like one of the knights is just like staring down at him and he just like looks right back up and just
Is Mary a part of this conversation?
You can be.
you can be.
You're there.
My name is Judge
Nothing to say.
Beck. I'll give you that. In terms of mounting down from my steed, can't do.
Wait,
I noticed
George?
you guys.
George?
Oh,
There is
no.
there is a better knight called Joris.
Joris?
Joris.
Yes.
He has a big banner off of his steed. He's cool. George. Joris of the jungle.
So Lucinda and Barnett, I take you two as the representatives of your group in the back here, because I noticed some individuals.
Here, let's step away from your crew here. The reason I didn't want your helmet on is because this needs to be a private conversation.
Alright.
So she like walks away from the group where it's like out of earshot.
Coyote, walk with me.
He shrugs and continues on.
I'll have him here as... Having him here. And we'll walk away to outpace them locally by the group. I am still on my horse.
Yeah, your knights have pretty much just retained formation and are just
Okay.
sitting there.
Keep your eye on the group back there.
Oh wait.
Alright. So she stops. She looks at Coyote, but is like, you seem cool. You seem like you can keep a secret. Alright. So she pulls out something, like not even like a. I don't even.
God tackled.
she
Good.
I guess just like fancy like what's the term?
What are you trying to describe?
What is like when there are like indents in metal to make like a fancy image? There's a word for
Potted?
that. Like
Stippled?
not in
Pocked?
inscription, but like
Engraved?
Embed?
there it is.
Oh, engraved.
There she pulls out like an engraved like metal sort of identification with a large pearl in it. All right, my name is Regalia Strauss. I am with the Strauss courted family, and I am on a special operation that is very hush hush, and your entire shit show just like showed up and kind of ruined everything. We were scouting, and I assume the bodies you found at the top of the hill were a little uncanny. I'm gonna take that as a yes. Look, I don't want to be a dick here. I don't wanna make this uncomfortable for you, but I'm gonna be pulling rank a little bit.
You see, Coyote has just 180'd on expression
Yeah.
on you.
This is an extremely important matter directly from the top. Whatever is going on here, it poses a serious threat to the Empire, and I need to make sure it stays confidential. And so I would appreciate your assistance. And also keeping my identity as well as my compatriot over there, Mary.
You see, that actually draws his attention.
See, why would I be more recognizable than her?
Well.
Because she's like a celebrity.
Well. That's a good question.
We've both taken extreme lengths to keep this confidential. We are both officially dead, and we're doing our best here.
So why is she dead now?
Remember that time you and Milo blew up?
Yeah, it's all Milo's fault.
Really?
Yeah, he killed Minar, and now we have to.
Basically, they're in witness protection.
So, for who?
They killed a politician.
Milo killed the Secretary of State, and we are like the prime suspects.
Cool. So who you said witness protection? Oh.
Not really. I mean, like we haven't actually like talked to anyone. Richard was
They're
just
in
like
self-imposed witness protection.
Yeah.
I would have heard.
They're in hiding from the government. You would have heard of that.
Would you have heard of that? You've said that Minar's death has been extremely under wraps.
Actually, yeah. No, you wouldn't heard of it. You see, Coyote is actually a lot more interested in you now, Mary.
Okay, I mean, like I'm just standing there.
Just.
Oh, have you been here this whole time?
I was just kind of sheepishly standing behind you.
Oh, okay.
Enjoying the cigarette after smoke.
I thought you were gonna say something else.
What? Enjoying the view?
You see, Coyote also, there is just sort of like a thing you've come to expect, where like there's immediate like a, okay, and then he's just been like just eyes the entire time. He's actually been looking at your false eye mostly.
It's covered.
Yeah. He's just sort of.
I suppose you would know now.
But now he's looking over at Mary, and he's just staring at you.
So, what do you think?
If there's something I know, it's that playing head games gets you shot. I think me and Coyote can agree on that one. And second thing is that I'm in this position because instinct tends to lead me in the right direction, and instinct is not in your favor. That seemed like some very convenient remarks for you that you should have busted out the get-go as soon as you met a judge from the Imperial Army that you have failed to communicate with. And I have currently, as of stance, been giving miscommunication to my current platoon and aerial leader as well. And so this makes me hesitant to trust you, and perhaps this is a very convenient excuse for somebody as high importance for you to get away and do what you want because of your silver spoon birthright. However, I'm going to need some time to think about this one and talk to some people, so if you wouldn't mind, I would like to put my helmet on and make some calls.
Here's the thing, Val. I don't think you understand how high up this goes. I don't think, like, you can accuse me of being, like, you know, whatever. But the fact of the matter is, it's the truth. What I'm doing here is more important than what you're doing here. And
Roll
so
that shit hard.
I want to know
What?
as to what are the influences of all the four families within the army and rank. Do they have jurisdiction over military?
So, here's how that works. They can't talk down to you, but they can talk down to your superiors.
Cool. What do you mean by
here's the and
down?
I will say you were dealing with this exact bullshit this morning in universe because Fox pulled up on your place.
Yeah.
And then like basically misled you and then fucking flew out of there.
Oh yeah. So really reasonable for him.
What are you wanting me to roll here?
So lying. Roll for lying.
Would that be charisma? That seems like a
Yes.
charisma based skill. Ha ha.
I would have
Nat 1.
I know.
Yeah, you know that shit's bullshit. Also, with this morning, this exact thing happened, and it turned out to be bullshit.
Yeah, that's like right now. Becca's currently trying to trying to get some bias out of the way. Also reassert some wisdom and also just general knowledge and understanding.
I'm gonna say too, with that much of a nat 1, you can tell Regalia isn't she's putting
it's
on
a terrible lie.
not only is she lying, she also doesn't believe what she's saying. She is uncomfortable with what she's saying.
Yeah. I'm questioning, in terms of someone coming in here from the Four Families and being like, I'm on a super secret mission, and I get to interfere with military practices just whenever I want.
Yeah, even if it did happen, the amount of paperwork that would go through that, you would already know about it.
Okay. The unfortunate circumstance for you is that due to my position, this situation happening cannot. You were under arrest.
You see Coyote look out at that.
What is the problem?
He just points out towards, you see the westward side of the mountains.
Alright, what's going on?
You want to put on your helmet to see, or?
I love multitasking. I'm gonna put on my helmet, look over here, still keep my hand out there.
You see an approaching line of infantry.
Mine or?
They have raised a banner. You see, this is the standard of 27th.
Good to know.
What do I know of them?
You would know by reputation that the Imperium does not publicly... Basically, they don't endorse them.
Mm-hmm.
This is a group... the 27th
Relatable.
used to be a main infantry standard, and it sort of fell apart, and it's now full of people that the military doesn't want to deal with anymore. So, survivors of battles that can't be discharged, people that went on missions that the Imperium doesn't want people to know about. They have a reputation for being people that burn villages.
This is the shadow side of the Imperium.
This is the 27th, Kovacs Adelon, the Pale Butchers.
Okay. You said endorsed. To me personally, as Austin, endorsed has a financial connotation to it. Does the Empire still give them guns and money?
Kind of.
Are they in the pocket of the Four Families?
It's been heavily considered that they are. They are hated, pretty much universally hated by every other branch of the military and every other group.
And I wouldn't know. I'd have no clue what they're funded by. Mainly as of right now. Would they have? Okay, I don't know how the general intercoms work. Would they have just been like, oh yeah, since we're going to be transferring this reinforcement unit to you, we're automatically going to link up your comms together.
If they're within 1,000 yards, you're within short band distance.
All right, I'm contacting the 27th Infantry Kovacs. Who's in command?
Coyote continues forward. He just pulls out just a pair of handcuffs and just tosses them over to you.
I need to pull over
Regalia.
Respectfully.
Well, first of all, she sees them coming, and she's like,
This is martial arrest. I have complete field jurisdiction to make.
On what
decisions.
grounds?
This is military grounds. Due to you being of the Four Families, it makes it tough call. However, just
tough call. You realize what this means for you personally.
I do. However...
So again, I ask, personally, on what grounds? Why are you making this difficult?
Let's just say Marcus Beck has a hunch. And if I know anything about the people I interact with, it's just that you are currently looking to scrape yourself out of a situation that you don't necessarily know the depth of. And you have unfortunately found somebody that currently knows not what's going on, but I'm a very unfortunate arrival for you guys. If you would make this easier for me, if what you say is true, it is not my problem. It is my superior's problem, because it is their responsibility to get your paperwork and our paperwork knitted together and how it works. And I would most likely know. If what you say is true and I wouldn't know, this is a personal opinion. This is a very logistical problem, just to have my infantry unit run into a secret covert options
This isn't on the books. You realize that, right? Like, this is... I'm not gonna pretend like we didn't cut corners here.
Who fucked up your plans? Why am I seeing you? Like, that's what I'm saying. This doesn't happen. I've already had some
interactions.
4 families shenanigans this morning.
She like raises an eyebrow at that.
I wouldn't be surprised if you know them. To be honest, we'll call that another Marcus Badge hunch. However, you may not be in arrest for long. I'm not saying you will see jail time. I'm just saying you are currently under arrest. You are not a criminal. You are just under suspicion, and as of right now, we need to put you in a secured location, which means we're probably going to bump you up into air control.
You see, a steed has broken off from the formation and has started approaching your group.
27?
Yeah. See, a
Mary
single
leans
steed.
over to Regalia. Man, I don't think he's gonna let this go. I think we should just run away now.
Please don't run away.
You can't. Here.
Okay, I'll step back. I'm curious to know if I believe there are. I don't particularly know. I don't know what my legal grounds are if I'm trying to make arrest and they run away.
You just don't know. Yeah.
The police can't necessarily shoot down somebody they're trying to arrest for potential murder without getting like actual backlash.
Nope. Yeah.
But however, I am a material.
No, and especially in this situation, you basically have no jurisdiction.
Of just in terms of jurisdiction of what?
Like actual martial force.
What do you mean?
They are technically a citizen of the Imperium. And they are a noble family. You can't really do anything.
They have connections to enemy force, however.
Yeah, but there's
has that been proven?
You're a soldier. You don't have any police jurisdiction. They are a citizen of the Empire, so you don't actually have any jurisdiction technically.
Should I
just be rolling? Should I be rolling lies right now?
I feel like you should roll like bullshit. Because
Yeah,
I feel
you know
like
what?
he's kind of bullshitting this, right?
Roll counter bullshit. Opposing bullshit checks.
We're just bullshitting. So, Regalia is just dying inside, trying to channel the, Richard, I'm better than everyone energy as hard as she can.
That's my favorite part of every episode. Opposing bullshit checks.
That's an 8.
Oh boy, for Regalia?
I thought it was just him.
Oh yeah, so you rolled an 8 for bullshit. You know that's not how it works.
Better than that one.
But also, he knows that's not how that works. So...
The real question is, do we know that the other person knows that that's not how that works?
Roll both of you for right now. Yeah.
Alright, so this is Regalia. Would Charisma factor into this? Alright. So Regalia nat 20.
Holy shit!
I'm gonna kill myself.
Beck 10.
That's a 10.
I don't know what you're doing right now.
I feel like that's good enough to know, there's...
You both know you're both lying.
Look, motherfucker, you look like you respectfully. All right, cool. Look, we're both bullshitting right now. This is terrible. All right.
Very explicitly, yeah. Look, I don't even immediately breaking character. Look, I don't even want to involve myself in this. If you can just let me walk away and continue doing what I'm doing, otherwise a lot of people are gonna die.
Do you have any connection to the Imperial signature that you guys were exhibiting that has been moving across the border? We have lost contact.
Oh yeah, that's the first you're hearing of this.
We have lost contact with that signal as it went over the mountaintop. That's why you guys are currently under it.
I don't know where that is. That's Darlene. That's the Forge Walker that was with us. We came back and she was gone.
And now this is just a we're gonna call this just paranoia. Should I be expecting something when I go back up there with my platoon? Did they just flee, or is this...
Did who just flee?
You said somebody like Darlene. I knew you were... I saw how surprised you were when you got to camp. That's pretty indicative of something not going as planned, and that could always mean...
There are important... She, stops, tries to word this right.
Take your time.
There are important assets that I would like to remain out of the military's hands for the sake of everyone.
Okay, that's fine by me.
They are not dangerous unless provoked.
You're Regalia.
I am.
Out of respect and out of a personal knowledge, consider me a man who reads the newspapers. You're everywhere. I don't know who you are as a person or whatever it is. However, I do know that while you were Empire, you disappeared for a while, and then now you kind of fell up from the face of the earth, which always means, in the case of idle stardom, that nobody wants to sponsor you anymore.
Surprisingly accurate.
Hindsight behind me, this is just an old man in his years. I don't believe that you are super Imperial allied anymore. Called another hunch. But this is basically me saying, you're not my problem. If you have if say this ever does get into court, I have no way of proving you are connected to this signal right here without probable, yes, we've met you here. However, due to the situations here, this would just get dropped. You're right, I can't make martial arrest. The handcuffs are just a funny little thing that Coyote carries around.
She twirls them on her fingers and then tosses it back to him.
Want that back.
So you can't arrest us?
No.
No.
Alright, tell you what. I think this is a decent compromise. You're trying to do your job. I'm trying to do my job. They're the same job. How about we do our jobs separately together and not get in each other's way?
I mean, if you ran away, and I it's this night here, you just distracted me.
He just...
You're very distracting. If you just happen to fall away from my peripheral, and your friends just happen to not be up at camp, and I just happen to... I'm calling Bulldog Court right now, all the steeds. Currently there should be 4 at the top of the establishing FOB and the 8 over by camp. I'm asking that we all pull up into my position here. The ones 40 feet away from me. We can all look to the left out of respect, and we may or may not see any people leaving or going as they go to the right. Take this as your opportunity to go, because
then let's go.
You are not our problem.
That's the thing, though. All right. Yeah. All right. So the folks in that cave, they're not involved really. They're just a ship. We caught a ride. But I do need to get the job done. The freaks that you saw up there are...
How do you know about the freaks?
We encountered them before.
How did you see the freaks?
We landed earlier before the ship got shot down.
You weren't with us to see those freaks. I'm not saying you didn't see freaks. I'm just saying you didn't see our freaks.
I mentioned them and you had your facial expression said enough.
You see, the guy from 27th is just he just points to the side of his helmet.
What does that mean?
He's still like 20 feet away.
I'm not an intergon. Just give us a second here. This is a pre-existing situation. We will have drinks.
Yeah, he turns back and just looks at like the group behind him and just shrugs.
Yeah, Mary, can you tell the gang to head out? Do the plan we discussed?
Sure.
I don't know what you guys are doing. Please don't make it stab me in the back.
Look, I believe it or not, I know this sounds like a load of bull, but we are trying to do a good deed and help some friends. That's the extent of it. And I would appreciate your not getting in our way, and also just, you know, like having a fucking army would be kind of cool to like.
Yeah, you look back. It is a full-sized like ground invasion unit.
Not crazy about that group, but your guys seem pretty alright.
Yeah, like where he has like about 40 infantry and 12 knights. There is like a line of like maybe 120 long.
Alright, I don't know what you're suggesting. You gotta hit me hard and fast here because it's getting real awkward with my friend over here.
We come with you, and we help you figure out the source of these strange, augmented corpses, and we secure assets and keep them out of...
what are these assets?
3 individuals. Forge Walker, Darlene, a sniper woman named Layla, and a chef named Lucretia.
Are these people a part of your group?
More or less.
And why are you seeking to partner up with us again? Just to get the goal across?
I mean, like, you have an army, and we're doing the same thing. Like, why not?
For the goal, what is the goal? Are you have any endgame plans here?
No. Like she gestures at it. This is bullshit. This was just to get me to have this conversation. I don't have any schemes. I literally just want my friends back.
So are we just hanging out or what? Why are we here?
Like a dog chasing cars. Yeah, the knight at this point has dismounted.
All right.
Yeah, talk to your guy. Regalia's gonna walk back to the group over with.
I will mention this. Only way you can stick with us is if we take you under, say, impromptu civilian assistance.
Sure, whatever bullshit paperwork you need to do.
Perhaps if you do happen to have, we found a sudden expert on the field with any currently unprecedented situation where you have prior knowledge that might just be convince some of my higher ups that might be like, hey, maybe we don't need to ship you home right away. That they might actually be combat ready and able-bodied. That would be very convenient for you and very convenient for me, and it would honestly make this a whole lot easier, and maybe I could get that mini fridge here back in my FOB. However, one day at a time.
Y'all want a nice chat?
Oh boy. My friend over here, how's it going? Judge Beck, pleasure to meet you.
Shamus Bracket?
I'm gonna have to ask you,
You're gonna need to repeat that, dude.
repeat that again.
So isn't Shamus Bracket?
Alright, is Seamus the title, or is that your first name?
That'd be my name.
Alright, then my first name would be Marcus.
I'm gonna go. I'll be right back.
Pleasure to meet you. Are you the spokesman for... I did not know the 27th was this large.
Alferis. Alferis Bracket, if that's more your speed.
What bracket?
Alfarius,
Alfarius.
leader of this here Adelon.
Alright. And me, Austin Hill, I guess should be knowing that the Avalon... What is Avalon? Is that... From my understanding, that was like...
Atalon is a group of 250 soldiers.
Avalon. So I'm speaking to High Judge.
You know, you're speaking to Alfarius. He's an infantry commander.
Where is he in terms of line of command?
There is one above him in ground infantry command.
So currently I'm speaking to Super Boss, or what?
You're speaking to a dude leading 250 soldiers on the ground.
So basically, their judge.
This would be the...
Is this the guy
The coefficient to this would be lieutenant.
Am I having drinks with him in the coffee room, or are we in two different... Or is he...
You're in different branches, but he outranks you.
He outranks me, that's all I needed to know.
But you're technically in different branches.
Cool.
But yeah, no, he is, like, there's Alfarius and Adalfarius. And that's as high as it goes.
So, I'm really bad with just... I memorized mine. I'm really bad at memorization. I don't really know your guys' chain of command. I think you guys have, like, two of the same names. That's, like, at the top. Are you, like, the top, or are you, like, the bottom top?
I run this group there.
Sex joke.
Alright, good to know. So, alright.
Regalia says in canon. Just shouting.
All the way down the fucking mountain.
He turns just sort of like, so it was like shoulders to them and just, you picked up some entertainment.
Entertainment, no. Work, yes.
So that's what you're calling it.
I'm trying not to laugh
Could
as
that be
Austin
another
right
sex
now.
joke?
I don't.
Well, seeing as she just sort of yelled.
Yeah, I don't know who we have known each other for like 2 hours. That's about it.
Well, that's about the norm.
I can't believe you. All right.
If we
So, from my understanding, I'm the judge, co-judge. Marcus Beck, co-judge with Zealous.
Marcus.
Zealous is at the top. FOB. Currently.
Marcus Beck.
Yes.
Marcus Beck, I know that name.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. Nah, I remember when you were just a knight.
Oh no.
Push you right out.
Oh,
Down from Point Rock. I remember that.
good to know. All right. Well.
You raise a hand back to the group, and you hear in the back.
In terms of, they told me I was getting reinforcements. Are you?
That's are.
Yeah.
And the entire group has begun to move forward. You see, unlike most infantry groups, almost all of them are mounted.
All of them.
There are something like
50 of them have horses.
yeah, there's something like 190 of them that are mounted,
All right.
and they just charge basically towards you.
All right. Good to know. I currently have a base at the top. That's basically where we're going to be sitting as we understand this door's going across. Have you guys been talked to about the invisible curtain?
You see that just sort of tilts it. He is still in riding helmet.
Yes. I don't know how.
Afraid not?
I don't know how line of command works. We're from two different branches. Can I just speak to you as I would a co-worker?
You have a point you need to hold?
I don't know if I'm going to be committing any sort of disrespect. You think you said Avalon, right? That's the second one from the top.
Yeah. Like he comes over, just gives you like a solid shoulder pat, and just like to the top, and starts motioning around, and yeah, the knights just pour past you, just right up the mountain.
Okay.
You have a point you need to hold.
All right. Yeah, we'll
I
talk.
think he's trying to figure out like how to talk to him.
Yeah. All right.
He reaches up and he doesn't unlock his helmet. He just punches the side of it, and it opens it the rest of the way.
No, me.
Pulls it off.
Take my helmet off as well.
He is
Oldest motherfucker I've seen. No, I'm kidding.
he does not have
I have.
a fleshy face. He does not have a fleshy face.
So no
Oh
head.
boy.
He is wearing there is a steel implant of a face. As I would call it, the closest thing you could call it is like a Legionnaire's sort of mask. You would know this. This is what is implanted on those who have been too visibly scarred. Facial reconstruction has failed, and so basically they have just installed this on him.
That's crazy. Looks fucking sick though. Pleasure to meet eye to eye. Let's just head up there at this point.
Yeah. Now
If you want, we can race.
he throws that onto a hook on his steed and just jumps right up onto it and just takes off.
Boom, right after him.
So Regalia and Mary.
We're leaving you in the dust.
They did actually, like, the trail of the group has sort of approached, and they just there's one of them on there, and there's two there's three empty steeds that he's sort of been pulling along.
Coyote, bring him to
just
camp.
stopped.
And we're just gonna zettle back and leave Coyote with.
All right.
You guys are going towards the curtain or towards us?
We're
Up
going
the
towards the
mountain.
curtain.
Up the
I
mountain.
left Coyote for you guys to bring you up towards
Oh,
the.
okay.
Right.
Yeah, he's
Wait, how many
So-
horses? Only three?
So
Yeah.
Regalia, I just did Mary tell the speakeasy crew the deal, the lowdown?
Yeah, she
Whatever,
probably.
inform
Yeah,
them.
she walked in and said like, Regalia made a deal with the Paul Blart. I don't remember what his name is. George.
Beck.
Beck. Here's George. Wait.
This slander shall stand.
You
Yeah,
explain.
She made a deal with Beck,
Right.
but our identities have now been revealed Pretty easily, actually. So now we're going to accompany them up to the top of the hill where they are. Now.
Rhea walks in. To be clear, we being me and Mary, you guys are free to just walk away.
Like you see, like Zion and Rhea like look up at the steeds, and then look down at you. Look up at the steeds again.
What?
There's only 3.
No, like when I say walk away, I do mean like. I mean, Yurin said there was a Dune Lord establishment nearby.
We would make better time.
I don't think you're gonna get away with like just straight up stealing Imperial property.
I mean,
She
Those belong to people.
She now looks like down at Hound, who is still very unconscious.
I can try to swing it.
Coyote
I don't know.
is with you guys.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah, no, he's just sort of standing there, just.
Can we get some privacy, Coyote, please? Just sort of a private conversation.
Can we? There's no way that they could like take one of those.
Shit, just set it free and it'll come back.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit. All right.
They're
Yeah.
fully intelligent.
Oh,
Well,
but
there
wait,
you go.
Zion, we could take Hound up with us.
Yeah, no, Rhea has already picked up Hound, and they're moving out towards the
Yeah,
steeds.
no, we don't need don't
Motherfucker.
need.
Okay.
Yeah,
Guess
we're
not, then. Damn.
we're
I'm sorry, May. I need to get somewhere safe.
we're gonna try and find Layla and Lucretia and Darlene. And then hopefully, like where should we reconvene with you after this is all done?
I'll find you.
Is it just Zion
All right.
and Hound leaving?
Zion, Hound,
Rhea.
Rhea, Yurin.
Ray is the tree folk, right?
Anyone else? Am I forgetting
No.
somebody? Okay. So just the 4 of them.
Yeah, no, they sort of pile onto the steeds.
Is Raya
Four of
or
them?
Layla
Yeah.
the tree folk?
Right. Oh,
Rhea is the
Layla's
tree folk.
going-
Leia's
oh,
the sniper who's gone.
For fact, Marcus Beck as
Fun fact.
tree folk. Have I
You
seen?
didn't see her yet. She was still
Okay.
in it, yeah. But yeah, no, they pile onto the steeds and start riding off. So there's now one left.
Mary.
Coyote's just he's still just standing there.
Mary, we need to stop getting into so much bullshit. All right, Coyote, are there any good like code names that you can just like assign to us real quick? Because people can't hear us being called Mary and Regalia. It's not gonna work.
Can we just use our disguise names?
I don't want to be called that anymore.
What do you mean? It's lovely. It's
Do
a
you
lovely name.
do you really want to be called Burnett?
I love the name Burnett.
I don't buy that.
She has a painful smile on her face.
Code names.
You aren't really her, right?
Moves eye patch up. You can see like the slightly glowing blue glass eye.
So how much did you really do? Back then.
Back then?
Like he points over to where you would assume roughly the position you were stationed at would be.
More than you'd think and less than you'd want.
He just nods and looks over at Mary.
What do you mean by how many did you do? Like kills? Like
I could say how many I
Like,
How much did you really do back then? There's a lot of stories.
What do you mean? What stories?
Nah, back during Red War.
I didn't know there were any stories to be told.
Shit.
Yeah, no, Mary, you're not. I'm generally the poster child, but you're not. You're pretty famous too.
Slaughterhouse Mary.
Walks around, just flicks the cigarette down and steps on it.
God, what a mess. This is gonna be a. Richard's gonna kill me. All right, let's go.
He hops up onto the steed.
Oh, am I gonna have to walk?
Gestures behind him.
Wait, like 3 people on 1 horse.
It's a giant metal horse.
Okay.
It's a giant fucking metal robot horse.
Okay. So couldn't have Zion and Hound taken 1 horse?
Rhea.
Oh, she could run
And
swiftly.
you're in.
Yeah, I totally forgot about the rat guy.
You bitch.
You created him.
You created him!
Like,
Named him Urine.
Like, I'm sorry.
Why do you hate this man?
I don't. He's my Coyote Rat.
Oh yeah, sure, of course.
You named him after Piss!
You literally named it Piss Boy Rat Man. I will immediately forget about you.
Alright.
Okay, so to be fair, it was supposed to be urine, but you guys just keep calling
No.
it urine. Because
Okay, dude,
No.
pronounce the 2 words.
urine. It's a
Pronounce
Y.
the 2 words after 2 hours of roleplay.
And an I.
Urine.
In a Boston
Do
accent.
you know how urine is spelled?
Urine. It's spelled with a Y.
Do you know how urine is spelled?
With a U.
The exact same way, except for the first
Urine.
letter.
So with a urine.
Y-R-I-N-E and
Urine and
U-R-I-N-E.
What?
They're spelled the same
What
except for
about
the first letter.
Y-E-R-I-N-E?
Doesn't have an E at the end.
So it's, so that silent letter at the end.
You're on.
You're
on.
Yeah, no, you charge pretty much up the hill. Yeah, no, Coyote smells like cigarettes.
Crazy. What? That was so random. What the fuck?
That's just sort of like a thing, you notice. You notice, he's not carrying pretty much any standard gear. Like, the rest of, like, the soldiers in the unit are, like, really uniform. And he is not. He just has, like, a shotgun and, like, a cut-down rifle that you would recognize as being Dunish.
So in the brief time we get up there, like, alright, so what's your story?
Story?
Yeah, like, what's your deal? Give me the cliff notes. If we're gonna be working together, I'd like to know who I'm working with.
I fight.
Fair enough.
I fight wars. Always have. I like this group. This is better than a lot of the groups I've been in.
Hopefully I will learn to like it too.
Nah, it's not bad. Hope you survive. You pull up to the camp. As you reach your encampment, you can just see it is not hard to miss. It is hard to miss your group. The entirety of Bulldog Court is just actively looking with disdain as the 27th approaches.
Yeah, Regalia's not too hard on for them either. Like,
yeah, you've heard, like,
it's
especially
unfortunate too, because I think what it is not only does she, like, not especially cool with all of the immoral bullshit that she's heard. Also, the fact that a lot of them probably look to her as, like, a hero.
Do you want to roll?
Like,
we're playing D&D, man. I always want to roll. Here we go.
These people are
I got an 18.
That's an 18. Some of them actually have eye insignias painted on the back left of their armor.
God.
Why?
But, also, especially among the upper circles,
Shut up.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. People have been, there was actually a couple, like, political movements trying to get them disbanded.
Yeah, she's definitely gonna keep the patch on, which I keep on calling it a patch, but really, like,
It's just a bandage.
it's
over
like
this. Like that. Decent job at hiding facial features, actually.
So these people, you're saying most of them are like various different participants of the Red War that we were in?
These are people that were in battles with heavy losses, people sent to do work that the government wasn't proud of.
So yes?
Yes. A lot of them are heavily injured. They have a reputation for being a lot more augmented. That is usually normal soldiers don't like doing that because that's in the domain of the government has a religious sect that's a part of the military. They're the ones who they run all the aircraft, the big machines, and they are in charge of forge augmentations. They are like really heavily into that. So they're kind of known as zealots too.
So wait, they are a part of the sect?
So the
I
27.
thought you said that they were like on the outskirts of
they're part of the
Yeah.
Empire, but like the Empire kind of looks the other way and doesn't publicly they're.
When they have jobs that they don't want to be seen doing, they send the 27th. They're sent a lot of times. They're sent on missions with very high casualty rates because nobody cares if they don't make it home. So they're basically just they're the throwaway group and everybody hates them.
And the people themselves are like a jumble of different people from different backgrounds?
Oh yeah, they come from all over. Pilots, infantry, a lot of scribes join up.
Are there any non-humans?
There are a couple. But
Like what kinds? What would they allow even?
Well, yeah. See, because there are very slight mutations, but there's actually less than there are in the normal infantry because the religious sect doesn't like them.
I'm gonna
Okay,
need like
so-
a list
Claw
of how
drone.
many species are allowed in this world.
There's not real species. There's more just like mutations. And
Basically,
branches
if
of
you
them.
get too close to the dark, you start to like.
Walkie
but what
slush.
About the tree people, though?
Those are people who are over generations of time. If you have a child and you're too close to it, fetuses are really affected by it, so they'll come out heavily mutated.
For
Needs a
example,
backstory
here's a
on
great
that one.
example.
Puddles.
Well, puddles, yeah,
Puddles
but
is
like.
a mutation. But he has this whole like thing with his whole like he came from the
Yeah,
woods.
they've been
and he's
living
a-
out there so long. They're like entire like nations of people that have been living there so long that they're basically a different species
Yeah, but
now.
people aren't as surprised to see puddles as they are surprised to see like
Some of them are more common than
Right.
others.
Mm-hmm.
there's like.
But, what
different
were you saying?
kinds
I
of
was just gonna
mutations.
say, like Theo's grandma worked like near the dark, and then got like sort of bird-like, like she started to grow feathers and shit. So she moved away, and then over the years, like her weird eyes were passed down, and that's
Right,
why
right.
Theo's got like iridescent.
Blue eye? I
black
thought that
eyes.
was a glass eye.
No. Theo's
Theo.
just got weird eyes.
Oh, Theo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see, there is just barely contained resentment.
So the 27th.
How does Marcus Beck feel about the 27th?
Marcus Beck is too hollow and empty to particularly care about the moral stakes at play here, and he doesn't care.
What? He's
Alright,
not.
if he's
not
gonna be honest-
lawful good.
No. If anything,
neutral?
he's just a good neutral evil, or a good
I'm
just
not
I'd say
extreme
he's a lawful
or
neutral.
lawful neutral.
He's
yeah.
a cop. Come on now.
Yeah.
He's a soldier.
Oh, that's true. It's not a big problem for him.
Same to Regalia.
As long as they do all right and they're not assholes, then they're just people subjected to
Right.
the tyrannical force of the government, like everybody is.
But also among the infantry, they're known for being like really kind of fanatical.
Yeah. So are they all religious?
Pretty much all of them. Yeah.
Okay.
What
At
is
this
their
point,
religion?
it's kind of a cult. The Empire has its own religious sect.
Which is
Well,
weird
what
that
is
they've
the
sort of been
religion?
rejected by the Empire
The
and
worship
still
of-
like
Adonis.
obsessed with it.
Okay.
Anyway,
That's probably gonna rub off in the wrong way for Marcus, to be honest.
Regalia walks up to Beck. Is he busy doing something? Is he talking to people or?
What's the current landscape right now? Because we have some sort of like tents. Is there like
I have to
sleep
your Dakotas
eventually?
have started setting up an FOB.
Okay.
They've started
Well,
fobbing.
I forgot. If I'm gonna be honest, I've already forgotten your name.
Can we come up with like a code name?
Reggie.
No.
You hear Coyote from the front.
I'm calling you Reggie.
Yeah, Reggie, that
Unfortunately,
name is really caught on for you.
Coyote is definitely the stamp of approval for that
And
one. It's
Bernie.
Reggie now. I'm sorry.
It's not even.
I don't know if I
No,
like.
that
real.
doesn't make any sense.
Burnett, Bernie.
That's not even a real. Right. Seriously, like, can we come up with like a?
No, it's Reggie.
It's Reggie.
No, that's how we work, and
That's how it works.
Cool. All right.
it's not a bad name. It's a little funny. You can chuckle a little bit.
You can laugh. You can laugh, Reggie.
Regalia like puts a hand on your forehead and like pushes you back.
Off the horse.
We've got
Oh, okay.
horse.
All right. Look.
Pushes you down the mountain.
it's the dog in the dog in the snow.
It's the Kirby screams.
I just imagine the dog as the snowboarding dog.
Anyway,
Alright, well,
the
Reggie and Sanders. Whoa.
the I was just gonna say the lowdown on these guys here. She gestures at the corpses that are being brought away.
You see,
Yeah.
there are a couple of the 27th who have, you'll notice they are sort of less armored. They carry the banners. They are just covered in sun beads. And they are, you assume, blessing the corpses? You're not exactly sure what they're
What are we
doing, but
talking
there's about 7 of them that are gathered around the corpses, just
the
kneeling
27th?
down. Yeah,
Yes.
of the 27th. They're just kneeled around it.
What do you mean by blessing the corpses?
Yeah.
I'm looking at these.
Exactly what it
I'm
sounds
gonna walk up as like, gentlemen, I guess brothers from another mother. I'm just gonna call it. I don't.
What is this?
These 7 here are gonna be sent back up to our air
There's no
region.
response.
They are parade.
Don't contaminate evidence. That's all I have to say. If you wouldn't mind, it's fine.
They still haven't moved.
I don't know.
Continue as you
Hold up
please.
here. I don't know if they're dead.
All right. Okay. What do you mean by that?
All right. So this is gonna sound pretty far-fetched, but they're clockwork exoskeletons can continue to move after the body has died.
Pretty far-reaching ideas for somebody far from home. Good.
No,
to
like
know.
I've encountered them before.
Are they the same?
I would
Species?
all I'm saying is I would lock them down, like put them in straitjackets, dismantle them, something.
Hey, stop! What the hell do you think you're doing?
And you look, and immediately there's a small group of them just mobbed over the corpses. You see, it's a mix of
27th?
your bulldog and the 27th.
What do you mean?
What's going on?
You don't know. You just like a crowd of them has just started rushing each other.
Hey!
And no, they're continuing to contend.
Fark, we're just gonna stake the spear. Just gonna just jets of flame into the air. To be honest, I'm gonna start walking as well.
Yeah, you see, your field medic it's basically trying to pull the corpse away from one of the 27th.
Oh no. What's alright? Why? Stop! Hands off! Just both of
Judge,
you. Hey, both hands off! Both of you! All of you!
He does not. The 27th.
Oh my god.
What is
He's
it?
still holding it.
What are you doing?
This body must be purified.
Does purified meat get sent back for analysis?
He's holding up a small torch.
We cannot. Why this body in particular to the other 7?
You see, the group has started. A group of knights from the 27th bracket is leading them. Has sort of moved over.
Towards us?
Yeah.
Where is the fun little Avalon?
This is defiled.
It definitely has been. There is 6 other corpses besides this one. I'd like you to explain to me, just from your side of the story, why this is unpurified.
He lets it drop and points at the medic. He's just. Judge, I don't know what he's doing.
Medic doesn't understand. Please elaborate.
Open it.
Well, where are we? What do you mean?
The medic moves forward and he frees it of the jacket.
Okay. Well, we did find some strange contusions under the skin.
All right.
Hey Beck, can I have my gun now? Just you know, just in case, you know.
We're friends now.
We are friends now.
You see, Seamus is watching you, sort of just from his steed, watching this play out.
Seamus, I'm gonna be real honest. Not until I get the paperwork done.
You see the medic.
You're really busting my balls, Beck.
Medic has taken
Ballbuster Beck for a reason. I'm shit-eating grin.
No, the medic has taken a scalpel out and he sets it to just the top of the sternum, and it just explodes in motion as it shoots forward.
Purify
This
it.
corpse shoots forward and is just trying to grab the skull of this medic before he is interned. The 27th just reaches out and just gets a firm grasp on the skull. As it turns around, this corpse is just thrashing. It is alive again.
Fair point. You're free to purify this one in particular.
He reaches out and just gets a firm, just a good grasp of the face, and this corpse is just beating away. It's just nails and teeth, and just trying to grab anything he can. And the 27th gets his torch again, and raises it up. And you hear him recite a small prayer of purification before he empties the liquid onto it, and he's just on fire.
Alright, good to know.
Yeah, Bulldog Court is a little fucking taken aback from that.
Regalia, like, not even looking over, is like, hey, Coyote, you got any more handcuffs? I think we might need some.
Coyote is standing beside you, just looking on. You actually see him for a moment just reach up. He touches a spot on his shoulder and points up.
Now you just gotta let this play out.
I'm talking about the other ones. If all of them come back to life at once.
Alright, Seamus.
There is a wet crack, and the 27th crushes the skull. Just... and it goes limp. And he just drops the burning corpse.
Alright. I feel like this is a little bit dramatic because who can just crush a skull for just like that with one hand?
It's
Also?
the flame liquid melting
No.
the skull down.
That is a good question.
Roll perception. Why the fuck? How the fuck? What the fuck? 11?
Like,
That's 11. You see, you'll be able to tell this is by shape and mass. This is not an organic limb.
So can I just do that now? Can I crush skulls?
Are you huge?
I have metal arms.
I'll tell you this: you could crush a trachea. You could.
Christ.
You could probably
I
snap.
feel like a strong guy.
Marriott,
No, like you
Trachea
could probably,
Crusher, Jay Schwanna.
like crack a neck if you wanted to, like if you really tried. But no, all of these 27th guys are a little bigger than
So
normal.
now Maria is questioning the power of her arm.
Yeah,
She just like looks down like,
There's also
Power.
the
you
damn,
could
bro.
probably like crush a hand if you want. Just if you want to look around, you can see there's pretty much not a single one among them that isn't. I'm going to strangle you.
I didn't say anything.
You said everything.
They're in some pretty pitch white armor. Another thing, they don't have any identifiers. They're just solid white armor. And just a lot heavier. They're all in blast armor, which means they're a lot slower. They have a lot less maneuverability. They're just pretty much heavy, archaic looking, big.
Right.
But yeah, no, the rest of the 27th, just the others who are adorned in these beads move over and they begin to drag the corpse with beads.
Beans.
But they begin to drag this burning corpse away.
Is it Adonis? I'm really...
Adonis.
Not Adonis, it's Seamus.
Seamus Brackett.
Okay.
His rank is Alfarius.
Alright. I'm just gonna cute. Alfarius Brackett, what can I call you?
That'll do.
Alright. Alfarius, do you mind helping me out here? I don't want to step on any...
Yeah,
any of
he
the
rides forward and
toes.
dismounts.
I'm gonna dismount as well. I don't want there to be more incidents of people... I don't want skirmishes over religious disputes or code of conduct procedures, whatever this is. If we can have some sort of brief meeting as to what this is. Currently, I've set these bodies aside just to know thy enemy, whatever they call it. I don't know, I just figured they want to see it. Apparently, they're more dangerous than I realized, so I figured maybe you, as, I guess, Legion commander of all your troops here, might be able to put in some insight as to what we're facing here. Perhaps you've seen them before.
Well, as he said, they're defiled. And,
Just defiled mean.
to explain in layman's terms, I'd say, well, kind of an old belief. Not much you have to deal with, but, the boys, on the whole, believe it's pretty, sacrilegious to adorn yourself with any of the machine parts without the proper, ritual, as the Clodro would provide.
Alright.
So, these here are,
Curious enough.
well,
I'm curious, is it sacrilegious to have... Perhaps sacrilege was forced upon them. Have they in turn committed sacrilege, and just as a personal question, by them existing with such things inside their bodies? They all have the same faces, so it seems like that they have been forcibly made into the things that they are here today.
corrupted.
hey, yeah, cool. Just butting in real quick. Hi, I'm Reggie, I guess. I feel like we're all like, kind of ignoring the part where it came back to life. Kind of like what I was trying to tell you before.
Aye.
If I'm gonna be honest, he's big, they're huge. I have a flame spear.
There are 6 of them. I'm just saying, like, some handcuffs wouldn't hurt.
Or we could solve the problem.
This is probably what I was gonna get to.
He looks around and then just nod, like raises a hand.
Honestly, you can.
Forms into a fist. And they each of these soldiers, instead of a standard munitions, are armed with lances.
Mm-hmm.
And they just pin the fuckers to the ground. Just.
All right.
Fair enough.
Do you mind if that's it? I mean, I'd like to send them back.
There's a nod.
All right. So, scale of 1 to 10. I'm gonna push some banners here. How much do you like chamois?
What?
It's a nickname. That's Reggie. That's Bernie. Probably gonna get equated.
Well, only if you're Becky.
Oh no.
This
I'll
sucks.
agree to that one. Alright, cool. If we're gonna drink together, I guess it's Becky now.
This sucks,
But-
fellas.
like he gives you a.
Yeah.
But then he just gives you like. and remounts.
Abby, can you
fair
do the I'm once again asking in the Mary voice?
What?
The Bernie Sanders I'm once again asking thing
Your
with
financial support?
yeah, in the Mary voice, please.
Okay. I am once again asking for your financial support.
I am once again asking for your warm room.
Bruh.
Pass the blunt.
Pass the booth.
God.
But yeah, the rest of the 27th has pretty much separated from your main group. They're starting to make their own camp a little more west.
Well, Sir Shammy, if you guys are, well, honestly, I don't know. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to. Oh, I haven't seen the 27th. I've heard a lot of rumors about you guys, so I'd like to spend the night if that wouldn't be offensive.
You're the first to try it.
What do you mean, first to try it?
Yeah,
Is there,
He
am I-
mounts up and
what am
starts
I?
writing.
Alright, I guess
That's
I'll go
forward
on.
of you, George.
George?
George?
Oh, sorry, Becky.
Becky.
Alright, Coyote, this isn't gonna stick, alright?
Sure.
You-
Becky.
Hey, you medicine, drinking your own.
Yeah.
What was that, George?
Becky.
I'm just saying, we're all in this shit together.
That's fair.
All right, Reggie.
That's Reggie, though. Okay. Alright, I'm happy with Becky now. I'll be Becky if it means I can keep Reggie. Alright. Cool. As you can tell, I'm probably sober, so I'm gonna
Go
unsober.
fix that.
Yeah,
Can I join you?
that's
Can I
perfectly
join you?
fine. Yeah.
Let's.
I'm gonna check in with Sovereign. What was the?
Falcon Seraph.
This is Ground Troops to Seraph right now. How are things going?
I see you have received your reinforcements.
And this is Baron Jean-Luc Picard.
Fuck, do you remember that? Jemu. You know what you fucking hear? Je ne suis qu'un score. Jean? You called me Jean.
John.
Jemu.
Jemu.
De. Je. Nea.
Ner.
Jemu.
John Zemouduner.
Leaning over to Regalia. I'm detecting
Oh.
some racism.
Jemu.
Jemu.
That's his name.
Déjeuner.
Déjeuner.
I'm just this one-sided
Ah.
conversation. I'm
Ah.
having.
Spotless. On that note, I will be leaving you to your own devices.
Does that mean you're being shipped out somewhere else?
That means we're landing.
Oh, really? Mini fridge?
No. Actually, let me see what I can do with that. If you look southward, you will see us on our approach.
Well, hello?
You do see lowering from the clouds.
Hello.
I just meant puddles peering over the moon.
Yeah. Moon puddles, bro. Titan puddles. I'm imagining you doing the Attack on Titan thing.
Giant bird eyes.
But you see the Falcon with its Pegasus escorts comes into view, and he Oh, so about that Nifford. Would you like that now?
What?
Now, okay.
Yeah.
You see out from the side of the Falcon
Oh no.
as it sails gracefully out of the side of the Falcon and careens to the ground.
I gotta go.
Sorry, was that too
I
early?
am racing to catch this mini
No, it's
fridge.
like a mile out.
But like, hold on, hang time, and I'm 60
No.
miles an hour.
No.
Can I go anyways? My dear
Oh, I'm
mini.
sorry. Was that too soon? Was that too soon?
Appears I have played too hard with your name.
Ah, no, think nothing of it.
Oh no. Jean Zemu Dejonaire? That was me actually dying.
You see a cannon from the side rotate.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. Alright, I'm logging off. I'll go to bed. Today, Reggie, there's been a great tragedy. All of my beer and alcohol is currently gone a mile southward.
Damn. We can
Why did
I mean,
you
like,
have to
we
be
can-
racist?
we can try and salvage it.
Yeah.
You see out in the distance
Fun fact,
as it has been shot with one of the 40 millimeters.
Johnny plays games.
I see.
No, Johnny don't play games. Johnny don't play.
Johnny, yeah.
Jamu don't play.